Okay, so the 4-year-olds, they cannot wait to do this. We've been talking about it for like 4 weeks and every day. Is it today? Is it today? So today is the day. We're ending our unit. We do a big rainforest unit, which is my personal favorite. It's sad to take down all this and, but it is what it is. And this is a great way to end it. So we're talking about, this is a book by Lynn Cherry, The Great Kapok Tree, and we do it every year. And it's a hit. So here we go. You ready? A couple more parents coming in. If you guys want to come right up here, you're going to see the tree. This is where it's happening. More coming. Okay, here we go. You ready? Let me get this book in order. All right, The Great Kapok Tree by Lynn Cherry. 2 men walked into the rainforest. Moments before, the forest had been alive with the sound of squawking birds and howling monkeys. Now all was quiet, and the creatures watched the 2 men and wondered why they had come. The larger man stopped and pointed to the great kapok tree, and then he left. The smaller man took his axe that he carried and struck the trunk of the tree. Whack, whack, whack. The sounds blew and rang through the rainforest. The wood of the tree was very hard. Chop. There we go. Do it again. Chop. Do it again. Chop. Oh, the man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and his neck. Whew. Soon the man grew very tired, and he sat down to rest at the foot of the great kapok tree. Oh, very good. Before he knew it, the heat and the hum of the forest had lulled him fast asleep. Here we go. A boa constrictor that lived in the kapok tree slithered down its trunk to where the man was sleeping. Slither, slither, a little faster. Rex, you slithering? Then the huge snake slid very close to the man and hissed in the man's ear. Senor, this tree is a tree of miracles. It is my home where generations of my ancestors have lived. Ready?
Not chop down the tree.
One more time.
Do not chop down the tree.
Good. Now you're going to slither back, but Rex has to go first. Head first. Oh, here we go. We had problems with this. Rex, go around, Rex. Go around, Lily. Okay. Little dilemma. A bee buzzed down in the sleeping man's ear. Senor, my hive is in the kapok tree, and I fly from tree to tree and flower to flower collecting pollen. In this way, I pollinate the tree and the flowers throughout the rainforest. You see, all living things depend on one another. Buzz back. A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy of the kapok tree. You coming? They chattered in the sleeping man's ear. Senor, we have seen the ways of man. You chop down one tree and then come back for another. The roots of these great trees will wither and die, and where there is nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rains come, the soil will be washed away, and the forest will become a desert.
Do not chop down the tree.
Do it again, one more time.
Do not chop down the tree.
Awesome. Awesome. Scamper right back. Quick, whoop, yep.
Oh, there she is.
Toucans and macaws flew down from the canopy. Senor, squawked the toucans and the macaws, you must not cut down this tree. We have flown over the rainforest and see what happens once you begin to chop down the trees. Many people settle on the land. They set fires to clear the underbrush, and soon the forest disappears. Where once there was life and beauty, only black and smoldering ruins remain. Ready?
Do not chop down the tree.
Woo! One more time.
Do not chop down the tree.
That didn't even wake him up. Go ahead, fly back. That was awesome. Okay. Catch my breath. The tree frogs hopped or crawled along the edge of the leaf. In a squeaky voice, they said in the man's ear, wait for everybody to hear. All right. Senor, a ruined rainforest means ruined lives. Many ruined lives. You will leave many of us homeless if you chop down this great kapok tree. Ready, frogs?
Not chop down the tree.
Go ahead, one more time.
Do not chop down the tree.
Awesome. Hop right back. Okay, we lost the frog. It's okay. A jaguar had been sleeping along the branch of the middle of the tree. Oh boy, watch out. Do some roars. Growls. There we go. Because his spotted coat blended into the dabble of the light in the shadows of the understory, no one had noticed him. Now he leaped down by the sleeping man. He growled in the man's ear. Senor, the kapok tree is a home to many birds and animals. If you cut it down, where will I find my dinner?
Do not chop down the tree.
Awesome. We're all back. Try to keep it going away. Several porcupines swung down from branch to branch. Senor, do you know what we animals and humans need in order to live? Oxygen. And Senor, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. If you cut down the forest, you will destroy that which gives us life.
Do not chop down the tree.
That was awesome. Do it one more time.
Do not chop down the tree.
All right, prickle back.
Let's go. Pickle, pickle, pickle.
Several anteaters climbed down from the kapok tree. The anteater said to the sleeping man, oh, gotta wait till we get here.
Oh, look at that.
Senor, you are chopping down this tree with no thought for the future. And surely you know that what happens tomorrow depends upon what you do today. The big man tells you to chop down the beautiful tree. He does not think of his own children who tomorrow must live in a world without trees.
Do not chop down the tree.
Awesome. Wiggle on back. That was great. A sloth had begun climbing down from the canopy. Only now did she reach the ground, plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping man. Senor, how much is beauty worth? Can you live without it? If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what will you feast your eyes? Brielle and Brayden, you ready?
Do not chop down the tree.
That was awesome. One more time.
Do not chop down the tree.
You may go back. Turn right around. There you go. A child from the Yamo-Namo tribe who lived in the rainforest knelt over the sleeping man. She murmured in his ear, "Senor, when you awake, please look upon us with new eyes."
Do not chop down the tree.
Okay, here we go. The man awoke. Woo, you're waking up. Slowly but surely.
I know, but
Before him stood the rainforest child, and all around him were the creatures who were dependent upon the great Kapok Tree. What wondrous and rare animals they were. The man looked about and saw the sun streaming through the canopy. Spots of bright light glowed like jewels amidst the dark forest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air. The man smelled the fragrant perfume. He felt the steamy mist rising from the forest floor, but he heard no sound, for the creatures were silent. The man stood and picked up his axe. He swung it back, his arm as though to strike the tree. Suddenly, he stopped, and he turned and looked at the animal and the child. He hesitated. Then he dropped the axe, and he walked out of the rainforest. Yes.